Hello, everybody. I am SS3 Showstopper, and today is the 15th of February 2024. Now, today is the hearing again of the Vybz Kartel case, wherein, they're deciding whether or not there should be a retrial or a mistrial or, just let him go, because based on the information that was presented yesterday, they're arguing that there was a breach in secrecy. The Charter of Rights, I think it was breach, and of secrecy, that is, was breached, and also the obtaining of materials that were used, which is the cell phone that was brought into evidence, was tampered with, as in someone was using the phone at the time. Now, before I go any further, let me say this and say this explicitly clear. I am not a Gaza. I am not in for the bullshit. I am not for that. Other persons who are there and Gaza this and Gaza that, you can go somewhere else with that. I'm not for that tone. I'm not for the disrespect. I'm not for the going in on people. I believe in people who are critical thinkers, or I support people who are critical thinkers, people who have intelligence, people who know more than me and willing to share their information. I welcome that wholesomely and respectfully. I'm not about the disrespect. If you guys are about that low life behavior and character, you can go somewhere, because in real life, I don't entertain that. I don't have people in my circle that's disrespecting me, or I am disrespecting. And because of such, when I come to social media, I channel the same environment, and that's where I stay. I don't disrespect people. I don't go around disrespecting people, and I don't want that on my channel. Yeah, 1 and 2 persons gonna feel froggy and jump. We get that. People will disagree with me. I get that also. You are free to. It's a free world. But the disrespect thing and the whole S your mother and all these kind of things, you have to go where that kind of behavior is tolerated. You understand me? Some people can't evolve, some people can't advance, and that's the world that we live in. Some people are still 3/5 of a human being, and that's the world that we live in. You understand? That's just the harsh reality. However, I don't have the space for that or the tolerance. So you kindly just exit and find yourself somewhere else. Now, with that being said, we see wherein the prosecutor was presenting his information to the Privy Council, and they're saying that he's saying that the judge cannot totally throw out the case because one person, or automatically, which was his word, you can automatically throw out the case because one person is found, one person was accused of bribery or corruption. But the Privy Council is pushing back and saying that in the UK, it's within the judge to throw it out because it would upset. And not only that, was it a case where they continue with saying it's a 12-member jury when it actually came down to actually 10. And, the prosecutor is saying that, yes, that was the case. They still regard it as 12, based on the fact that that person, there was no evidence of that individual interrupting the proceedings to that effect, wherein there's no evidence of him bribing others or others were corrupted, not bribing others. There's no evidence that others were corrupted or anything like that. And that's what I was saying when I was on Emotep. I think it was Rick Storm last night. And let me say this, for people who also want an avenue where they can voice their opinion, they can speak on the whole court case, anything in entertainment, or even anything across the globe that is a current affairs. You have Rick live stream that you can go on and participate in, and there's also Emotep University. I'm over there if you want to hear another side of me. I'm usually there. You understand me? These guys are amazing. You understand me? They drop knowledge. And let me say this. If you're going over there and you're going to speak on entertainment, you have to come with your A game, because don't think that these guys don't know what they're talking about. They know entertainment to the T. So if you're coming with an argument, you have to come strong. You understand me? And it's a wholesome environment. So it's for people who want to hear something respectful, something decent, wholesome. You understand me? That's the environment that I cater to, and I go there because, I'm a sapiosexual, so I'm attracted to men who are highly intelligent. You understand? some people, guys that I can learn from. And so I like it. Even though I may differ with them quite a few times and stuff like that, I like it. I live for it. And so I'm releasing dopamine as I speak. So back to the case. Yes. So we were speaking on it last night and stuff like that. And, the case is not whether or not Vybz Kartel is guilty. That's not the case that's being put at the Privy Council. The case is whether or not he had a fair trial. And the defense has brought his information to the Privy Council, and it has been argued and stuff like that. Now, the prosecutor we're seeing, or I'm currently watching, is putting his information forward. And so they are, having a discussion about it and stuff like that. So it's not about whether or not he committed the act, whether or not this person is dead, that person is dead. And I said something last night that was an error. I said that it was a witness who called his girlfriend and told them that, he should call the police. No, it was actually Clive Lizard Williams, who called his girlfriend, and he actually told his sister also, that they were going to kill him and whatever the case may be. It's actually the man who is missing and is nowhere to be found that told them that they were going to kill him. So for those who were cussing me or attacking me last night, okay, it was actually Lizard. I admit an error. See how it goes? I can admit where I'm wrong. So I don't know everything. For those who are pushing the narrative that I don't know everything, I'm acting like I know everything. Listen, we're living in a world we are in. People are disrespectful to people who are intelligent or people who want to know something. And I don't know why. Like, if you embrace stupidity, that's your thing. But for me, I don't have any space for it, because it doesn't build the inner man. It doesn't help me to relate to people in the outside world. So if that's what you cater for, then you don't address me. Please address someone else. I don't cater for stupidity. It's just not me. But anyways, this is a man who it turned up missing, and the guy is actually on trial. So it's better if the witness was the one who actually called, because the witness is actually alive. So the case would have been thrown out a long time. But because they can't find this guy by the name of Clive Lizard Williams, and the witness said that he saw him lying motionless when he went there, and also phone records that said that they were going to kill him and they were going to this, and he heard that in dash with two man and all of that, and one of them is this guy and that guy. And yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So it doesn't help your argument when you say it was Lizard. It's best if it was the witness who had made the call, because the witness is here and is actually alive. So anyway, with that being said, the argument is whether or not he had a fair trial. And these are the evidence that the defendant or the defense team has put forward to the Privy Council. And now the Privy Council is arguing theirs and saying that you can't automatically dismiss a case. They also said yesterday that they won't, the Privy Council also said to the defense that they won't ignore the evidence. They will keep the evidence, even though the argument is whether or not the phone was tampered with. They will keep it because it's a damning evidence. You understand? And so they're saying that they will keep it. So I gave my opinion, and with the entire thing, I get that the Privy Council is arguing that they would throw it out, but the prosecutor is saying that in Jamaica, or a judge, even in the UK, won't automatically just throw out the case like that, because if he's supposed to use discretion, and he's caught between a rock and a hard place, because there's no proof that other jurors were corrupted. You understand? There is proof that there was an accusation of one, for that matter. At the time, there wasn't any proof. Might I add also that the juror pled not guilty. So it's not like he pled guilty. So we're going to say, okay, yes. And, so he was, the judge in and of himself was caught between a rock and a hard place, and it was difficult for him. So he went with the lesser evil, which is to say, satisfy himself that, okay, the other jurors weren't corrupted. And so they will proceed with the case, or with the trial. And because of that, here lies the verdict of him, being found guilty, and he was sentenced to life, eligible for parole after 35 years. But in my opinion, as I said last night, I think the best that he will get is a retrial. The best that Vybz Kartel will get is possibly a retrial. And that's an opinion. Okay, guys, I can be wrong and I can also be right. So I'm thinking that the best will come out of it is a retrial, due to the fact that they're not going to dismiss the evidence, even if they decide to dismiss the phone. So that in and of itself will create an issue. But if I was a defense, I don't know. If I was the defense, I would push for a reduced sentence because he would have served some 11 to 13 years already out of the 35. So I would push for a lesser sentence or reduced sentence or possibly time served. The reason I say that is for one to go through the entire trial again, you have gonna have to apply for bail. Then for the others who have and might I add that there are guys there who are co-accused that have some 11 years remaining. So for them to be going through the process of applying bail, which they might not be eligible for, Vybz Kartel would have most likely be eligible for it based on his health condition and all of that, and him not being a flight risk and all of that. He would have been eligible for bail. But the others, what would have been their argument to be eligible for it? Not only that, they have some 11 years remaining. So to come out, say, let's say all things are equal, retrial, he comes out, you have to go back through the entire process again. And, to live that out, that's not something easy for any individual. And might I add that he can be found guilty again in the retrial. It's not like, okay, a retrial and with all of that, then it's an automatic not guilty verdict. You understand me? So if I was the lawyer, if I was Vybz Kartel, I would push for a reduced sentence. And so I'm guaranteed that I will be released after serving some 5 more years or possibly 10 instead of the whole 20 plus more years remaining. You understand? I would push for that because to sit down and fathom going through the entire process again and all of these kind of things, I don't think that, I don't know. But I'm just saying, I'm not in his position, so I don't know. You understand me? To be sitting down in prison and doing quite a lengthy time, and he has his songs out and all these kind of things, and I'm sure he's looking for royalty. He also want to do shows and stuff like that. It's a lot to fathom. You understand me? And for all the people who are Gaza and all of this, you guys had the opportunity. I don't understand these Gaza people. I don't take you guys serious. I just think that you guys are a bunch of numbskull. I don't take any of you serious. I think that you guys are a damn joke and a clown, because if you're so Gaza, none of you call in. It's only one person was on it and was pushing it, and he was a critical thinker, and so I respect him. I think it's Jayud. I respect him. The other persons, they're just making insult, hurling insult. You're insulting Imhotep because the guy is rationalizing the entire situation and the court proceedings. You understand me? And you guys are sitting down in the comment section, call him stupid. You don't call in, exercise your support. You call in and say what needs to be said. But I guess that's it. You guys just like to stay from the sideline and throw harpoons at people instead of showing up, coming out. You're saying that you're Gaza. I'm the one who is actually more Gaza than you guys, because I'm the one that is hoping for the best in this scenario. And based on what is presented, I am not sure the Privy Council will automatically throw it out or whatever the case may be. I don't think so. But let's say all things are equal and they do. It will be a great moment, you understand me, for the entertainer. I am not a Gaza. I don't hold emotional attachment to any artist out there. You understand me? I don't care who you are. They don't pay my bills. I'm not showing up anywhere with them. We're not meeting anywhere. We're not having any discussion about anything. And because of that, I go about my ways and I share my opinion just like everybody else. And I will sit down and rationalize the court proceedings just like anyone else. So if that's too much for you to handle, you can just haul your ass somewhere else where they cater to the foolery and the low-grade behavior. That's just not for me. But I'm just saying that with the best of it, as I said before, with the best of it, I think a retrial will be there. But I, being Vybz Kartel, I would want a reduced sentence, because a reduced sentence is guaranteed that at that particular time that I possibly can live out, I will be a free man. But to have a retrial, then you're gonna apply for a bail, and then it's the same people that you claim that you don't like, or they don't like you. They are the people that are going to try you. It's not like a retrial is gonna be held in the Privy Council in the UK. You understand? That's not, the crime wasn't committed in the UK. There's not an extradition for him, so it wouldn't be held in the UK. To be held on the island of Jamaica. You understand? So that's what I would push for. But that's only me. You understand? That's only me. That's all I have to say about the case. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your day. May God bless you. I think Imhotep University is going to speak on it tonight on his live. And so I'll be there to, support the channel and listen to what he has to say, add my 2 cents if I need to. Or I think it's Rick live stream, one out of the 2 of them. But guys, those are channels that you can cater to. You can go and listen to their live. You can participate. You can call in, whatever the case may be. And it's a beautiful and comfortable environment for those who are of an egalitarian mindset and, you know, believe in fairness and balance. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your day. May God bless you. Bye-bye.